Este ensino avançado sobre MaGravs tem duas partes. Uma é motivar os buscadores de conhecimento a irem mais fundo no entendimento, além de nossa ganância por energia. E a segunda parte é uma comparação das multidões de interações de campo, tanto no MaGrav quanto na pilha dos 5 copos, sendo uma na água salgada e a outra no espaço universo. Ouvir este ensinamento repetidamente ajuda a refletir sobre o conhecimento da criação, principalmente sobre as interações de campo. Uma única volta da bobina cria várias interações e interferências de campos. Então multiplique isso por 700. Estas fricções dos campos, por sua vez, criam plasmas, que interagem e geram almas e emoções. Sabemos que os 2 plasmas de nossos pais criaram a alma do homem, que se tornou nós, e ainda estamos nos esforçando para nos conscientizar de nossa própria alma. O que se destaca é que a energia absorvida, depositada e colocada nos MaGravs pode alimentar o universo. Portanto, tudo o que precisamos está dentro do MaGrav. Talvez o que tenhamos que alcançar seja a aceitação dos campos plasmáticos invisíveis ao nosso redor e dentro de nós. Quando realmente contemplamos esses campos, que eles são reais, que somos feitos deles, e os criamos na forma de pensamentos e emoções, então talvez estejamos prontos para aprender mais. Eu olho para o meu MaGrav e reflito sobre todos os campos que estão sendo gerados neste momento, mas não estou neste campo de força da emoção para acessá-los agora. Mas eu estabeleço com minha intenção de querer aprender sobre os campos e o conhecimento da criação, para que todos nós possamos aprender e avançar juntos em direção a um mundo pacífico. Tudo isso aponta para focalizar no amor e no compartilhar o conhecimento. E então, inesperadamente, os campos começam a fluir.
From Paulo in the YouTube, Mr. Keshe, would making a reactor as much as a MaGrav be like saying a prayer to God for peace, since they organize the fields of emotion in the environment?
Partially, in a way, you can participate if you know how to use it, yes. MaGrav units in a coming time will explain what we'll do. A few knowledge seekers broke into it and they lost it and they came back to it and they don't understand it. But in the MaGrav system, if it's set up in a specific condition and position, has the same as the soul of the man and the physicality of the man. The soul of physicality of the man. We created that box, but we have no control over the field. Unfortunately, today I don't have my iPad with me because of the problem in transmission. If you look at the structure of the MaGravs, the coil, and then look at the structure of the top coil, top cup, and the coils in the cup of man, the 5 stacker. What do you see? What haven't you learned? Isn't it all coiled? Isn't it no straight wires? Isn't this what you have in the MaGrav system? Haven't you seen you work in the dimension of the fields of the free space? In the cup of man, in the top cup, you create the multitude of fields, but in salt water. The MaGrav is open in the salt water of the universe, in the free fields of the universe. And none of you have understood. You looked at it as something to give you power, but I gave you the knowledge of the soul of the creation. That's why I keep on telling you, you're going for crumbs and you're happy with it. Just look at the construction of the couple man, the 5 stacker set. Wherever we brought in the soul of operation, we use the coils. Look at your MaGrav system. Is it anything but coils? because it creates a combination of the fields, covers the totality of the fields, from the fields of the soul of the solid to the man and above. But you haven't understood yet, you just play around and you just love to be around. In so many ways, you have everything within the cups. But you still look at the salt water, you look at the totality. And then you understand the creation of what is needed. Then look at how we use the energy of the space, where in the cups you use confined energy of the water. Then you understand there is a lot is there that you haven't understood, and you're still after creating some energy. If knowledge seekers to understand that how the MaGrav systems work and create understanding of the process of the positioning of the MaGravs, you will achieve a lot. But you're not there, you're just happy to save 80%, 90%, where you got to understand the energy absorbed, deposited, and put in to the MaGravs can feed the universe. And if you had 9 or 10 turns, and you get it by order of magnitude in your cups of life, and in the top cup you only work with non-physicality, then just do a small calculation. You have 6 double rings, each one between 40 and 60 or 70 coils on each, interfering, interacting, and operating within each other. I have given you access to universal energy, and you're still not aware of it. You're still looking for the crumbs. MaGrav system does not give me 40, gives me 30. MaGrav system gives you the knowledge and the energy of the universe. You don't know how to tap it. We have a beautiful say in Farsi. In Farsi we say, "Gorbe dastش به گوش نمیرسه میگه گوش نخ." He says the cat cannot get to the meat which is hanging. He says there's something wrong with the meat. You cannot understand what you're being given as a knowledge in MaGravs. You say everything is wrong with it. When the knowledge seekers who break through this knowledge understand it, they realize how feeble knowledge seekers of today have been, those who haven't understood. And it's simple. I cannot put it any other way. If you put the stacker unit in cup of man, we put there, you see we create the soul of the man on the top, where the, is it 8, 9, some people do 10 turns individually. Multiply, let's say 3 by 17 the outer core. If you've done it that way, that's 210 turns. And then you have another the same inside that, that's 420 turn. And then you have the inner core, let's say 40, not let's say 50, that's 150, plus another 150, which is inner core, that's let's say 700. That is 10 to the power of 700 combination string. Not 10 to 700, which is 10 with 700 zero combination plus their interaction, which is another God knows what zeros combination. And you say the MaGravs don't work. I gave you the secret of creation and you're happy with 1 watt to 10 watts. And then on top of that, there are more possibilities of combination. Now you use just nano-coated. What about if you put an alloy instead of just the copper, or put gases of different materials on top of it and then multiply the zeros by 3, by 4, by 5. Then you feel the forces of the MaGrav across the universe, let alone where you sit. But you don't have the knowledge how to use it. You've been too greedy for that. I realized that in the first teachings of the second day of the blueprint of the MaGravs. I said these people, the questions which was coming and how to do, these people are just too much greedy after the energy, so let them have. We build the MaGrav units in the enhancement units, but we use in dimension of the soul, not dimension of physicality. But we still in dimension of physicality have to feed the lower stream. One day, the closest person I've seen getting to understanding small steps of it is Alex in Nigeria. He has such a beautiful soul and he understands clearly the beginning steps, but he cannot follow it through. Every time he's done, he gets too excited, he diverts in another angle, and I just watch. He has the most beautiful soul of knowledge seekers. The same with Armand, the same with John. These are all gave bits into it, but you lost the foundation, the principle of it. And now you're busy with the gases and the other parts. It's just next step up in knowledge. Alex was the only one up to now who's managed to understand to mix both the soul and the physicality, but he just keeps on getting trapped in the physicalities. If you listen to teachings of Alex, it's amazing how much knowledge he disperses, how much knowledge in depth, but nobody understands. We understand because we've been there. When I listen to his teachings, it's just nothing but sharing the knowledge of Creator. We have another guy in China, the same. He understood far beyond anybody else. And you're still busy with energies. If you look at the fields, you achieve things that your MaGravs become magic box for a lot of people who don't understand the interaction of